Hello, this is me from the future. Whilst editing this lovely video, I've come up with a conclusion. In order to change these spark plugs, there's no real way around it. So you'll need to change the antifreeze too. So because you'll have to remove the radiator hoses to reach to the front cylinder spark plug. So before you even attempt to do this job, make sure you need to change the antifreeze too, because you will have to empty it. So but the rest of it is pretty much easy, so enjoy the video. So for each cylinder we've got two spark plugs. So there's one here at the top, that's for the rear cylinder, and the hardest accessible spark plugs of all spark plugs is that one there on the side cylinder. On focus, you can see it there. Come on. Yeah, so it's right there at the bottom. That's the coil. What am I showing you? Yeah, you can see the coil there. So I need to remove this hose from one of the valves. Pair valves, I think these are called. And then I'll just need to move those hoses as well out of the way. And then I also had to remove this bracket that holds the rear pannier and this bolt there, and then this plastic moves aside, and then in theory I'll have more access to in there. And let's see whether the theory applies in real life too. That's the fuel hoses that I really don't want to snap. And then there's one more here. So the actual spark plug is quite easy to reach. You can see the spark plug there now. There it is. And then that can actually angle as well. Now it's hard to it's hard to get the spark plug out because my spark plug socket is not magnetic, so it's not holding them. So as you can see, I've never removed the spark plugs yet. This one actually, to check it out, but it doesn't look too bad at all. Bit of carbon buildup, but not a lot. And now it's just on the outside really. Now out with the old, in with the new. Same brand. The only thing that's missing on my new spark plugs, it's a bit of an access from the underneath too. And by holding my breath, I managed to get it in. 11 Newton meters. That's 11. check again. So there's a lot of jobs you can do once the tank is off the bike. So the amount you would get charged in labor at a garage would be mainly just to remove the tank. Can put this hose back as well. So yeah, once the tank is off, you can reach the air filter, the spark plugs, coolant bottle, everything. So much easier. That's 80% of the job done, just removing the actual tank. There's the other spark plug. Yeah, they don't look too bad at all. Out with the old, in with the new. And I'll use my magnet to drop it in. Go. Rear cylinder's done. So with the rear cylinder out of the way, the front cylinder ones are located one on the side and one on the top of the cylinder underneath the radiator. So if you don't want to remove the whole radiator, you just have to loosen that bolt there and then just slide the radiator out of the way basically, and then that'll give you enough access to the spark plug. Don't know about the hose, maybe, yeah, could remove the hose as well here, and that will slide the radiator forward slightly more, but yeah, actually I'll do that. Yeah, and I will just slide the radiator out, and then you can reach the coil. I think it's reachable from the other side actually, but yeah, let's do this spark plug here first. There. Coil back on. Let's see, how do we get to the spark plug? Okay, extension. Okay. Actually, this hose has to come off too, because it's holding the radiator to temps. Huh? Oh. Easy as that. Come on. That was last but not the least. There you go. All in spec. Coil back in. That's it. It's job done. Just need to put the hoses back on.